Okay, so this is something that pretty much broke social media not too long ago, especially Twitter or X or whatever the hell you call it. Reptile and a couple of other characters has been confirmed to appear in MK1 this upcoming fall in September when the game comes out for multiple game systems. It's going to be on the PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, and honestly, based on what we saw in the trailer, it was bloody as hell. It was gory. We got to see the return of some characters that we haven't really seen too much of in the past. We know that along with Reptile, we have other like characters such as Ashrah and Havik, a demon and a sorcerer who's gonna be in this game. And honestly, honestly, this is probably one of the sickest trailers that I've seen. And what I mean by sick, I mean literally in the sense of the word. I mean, Havik is sick and depraved, and Ashrah, I believe that's how you say her name, is she's pretty cool. It's like she's pretty much a NetherRealm demon who looks human because she expelled all the evil from her soul. And honestly, I think that having these two characters in this game is going to bring back some people who are like fans of some of the older Mortal Kombat games back in the mid 2000s. What I mean by that, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat Deception, which I believe came out in 2004. And that game, I think, is one of the more underrated Mortal Kombat entries that we got to see the entire like franchise. And I believe its anniversary is going to take place sometime in 2024. It's hard to believe that Mortal Kombat Deception is almost 20 years old, and it's even hard to believe that that particular game not has never gotten an official like HD remake or anything like that for any current generation game systems. But that's something that I feel that I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's really going to happen at this point. I think they're just going to take, NetherRealm Studios just going to take older characters from older games and just include them in upcoming games and in newer games and all that stuff. And that's probably the best direction to go. Leave games like Mortal Kombat Deception and Armageddon in the past and 2000s because with Mortal Kombat 1, it's shaping up to be really good with the roster and all the cameo characters and all that stuff. And they're also bringing back another character who was an older Mortal Kombat games who didn't really get a lot of like screen time or spotlight wasn't really on her as much. And I'm talking about Sareena. I believe the first game that she appeared in was Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub Zero, which was a god awful game, and I know that for a fact because I had it, and I don't even know what the hell the point of that game was. I mean, I really don't want to get into it, but it's cool to see her come back because she was also like a minor character in other Mortal Kombat games like Mortal Kombat Armageddon and Mortal Kombat X. And I feel like having more spotlight on her is going to be something that it's going to, bring more attention to, I guess, the fact that she is, I guess, a character that's more capable of being a bigger deal than what a lot of people initially expected from her. And honestly, based on what we saw, like the fatalities and the combos and all that stuff, it's every bit as bloody and gory as what we got in Mortal Kombat 11. And the gameplay is like really fast paced. And honestly, I do feel that as far as the Banished trailer is concerned, Reptile was obviously like the main highlight or the main attraction of that particular trailer. And it's like Reptile has been around since like what 92, which I believe that's when the first Mortal Kombat game came out. He's been around since 92. And his evolution has been unbelievable because like he's way more intimidating than he's ever been, but at the same time, it seems like over time, like Reptile has been like less relevant than he was back in the day. Because I remember the very first Mortal Kombat movie that came out like in the '90s. He was basically the main highlight where he just beat the hell out of Liu Kang, and then like in Mortal Kombat 2, a lot of people were excited to play as him because he was an unplayable character in MK1. And those were the days where like Reptile was like, he was a huge deal. In the first game, he was a secret boss character. I think by the time Mortal Kombat 3 came out, he was just a regular, and in Mortal Kombat 4, the way he was treated was just horrible because his ending was really effed up. But that's the 90s and that's the past. But as far as MK1 is concerned, honestly, shaping up to be one of the best fighting games of 2023.